Alright guys, so welcome to today's video, and in today's video we will work on this anime tower, no, on this anime battlegrounds game right here. And the reason why I have said anime tower defense, or at least wanted to say that, is because that we are going to create a new character and we are going to use the assets of our Itachi tower to shape the character in today's video. Alright, and when I talk about assets, I talk about the hair and the overall outward appearance. So the hair, the shirt and pants, and so that's actually it. Okay, so we are going to be using those things to create a new character for our for our battlegrounds game, and yeah. So I was lazy enough to save all of that creation work within Blender, so I just considered using the assets I have already made in previous videos. And so if you want to have this Itachi model right here as well, then go ahead and check out my tower defense series, or at least those episodes in which I have created the Itachi tower, and check out the link in the description of that video, because I am always linking a place inside of the description which you are able to edit, okay? And being able to edit means that you're able to take everything which is stored inside of the place, and especially those kind of models which I have right here, okay? So this Itachi with this green sphere right here, so you are going to be able to take this as well and edit inside of your ABA place, as I've just done. Okay, so and the next step is, of course, to go inside of your characters folder, and then you'll see some instances of our Luffy. And as you can see, we have pants, shirt, and some accessories. So we are going to be deleting those, and we are going to overwrite them with Itachi's assets we have gathered right here. Might be that the hair is very, very small because those assets are shaped for towers, okay? So let's get rid of this Itachi model because we have already exploited everything, so the shirt, pants, and the hair, and move this hair instance or this hair accessory inside of a dummy you should have in your workspace. If you have no dummy, then go ahead and create one by going to plugins, build rig, and then R15, and then block rig, okay? So by putting this hair accessory inside of your dummy, you can check for the hair's size, and as you can see, the hair is very small. And the reason for that is because that our towers within our tower defense game are smaller than our default characters, okay? So this has to do with the tower defense mechanics and so on. In order to fix that, we can just increase the size, but before we increase the size, make sure that this original size instance is being deleted. Otherwise, it will just automatically revert after you have sized everything. Alright, there we go. So now move this inside of another instance. Just make sure that the parent of this hair is not the dummy directly, but something else. Wait, okay. Now move this accessory back inside of our dummy, so the main parent becomes our dummy. And then it should... well, it should have... no, come on, come on, come on. I have accidentally moved out this handle. Okay, but now... come on! What is happening? So move this inside of your dummy, and... alright, there we go. So the size seems to be okay. We just need to change something regarding the positioning. But that's pretty easy to do. Since the height is our problem, means the y coordinate, we just need to edit this number in the middle, okay? And making it smaller results in making the hair go up. Therefore, we need to increase the number. As you can see, our hair goes down. Alright, and this seems to be okay. And now for the final check, you can just redo the step. So move the hair inside of another instance so that the parent changes, and then move it back inside of our dummy. So the main parent becomes the dummy once again, and then this will happen. So this is how the hair is going to look like at the end. Alright, now we can move this hair inside of our Itachi folder we have hopefully created in the previous step. And now we need to take care of this Luffy viewport frame, because if you remember what this does, then you should know about it. I just need to make this visible. Come on. Come on. Wait. Okay, so we need to change the position, sadly. Yeah. What is wrong with this one? So wait, let me just quickly play. And then you'll see what the issue is. Yeah, okay. Okay, so it has been removed quickly, but yeah, so this viewport frame, of course, is responsible for representing our available characters, and we need to create one for Itachi as well. So let's do that. Let me first of all check if I have reverted everything back correctly. Okay, so let me move this back inside. Itachi. Okay, so we have this Luffy character inside. I recommend you to move him outside, so inside of the workspace, and then change his name to Itachi, and get rid of the old clothing, so the previous assets means accessories and shirts and pants, and then just put the assets of your character inside of your Itachi dummy we have just created, let's say. And if this happens, so if the hair is somewhere else that it should, then do the trick I have just showed you. So move it inside of another instance so that the parent changes, and then move it back inside your character, and then this will happen. So the hair is actually being attached to your character, so as everything should be. And now you can just take this character and move it back inside of your viewport frame, and then take a look inside of this local script, because as you can see, hum root, so we have defined this humanoid root part, and it refers to an instance called Luffy, which is supposed to be inside of this viewport frame, but we have changed Luffy to Itachi. Therefore, you need to change this as well, otherwise the script will throw out some errors. Alright, with that being said, everything should be okay at this point, and we should be able to test this out as long as we have Itachi inside of our inventory. So let's do that. So just either add an int value inside of your inventory folder, or just clone an existing int value and just change the name to Itachi, okay? So let me open up my inventory. Okay. Doesn't seem to work yet. Okay, very funny. Well, Itachi. Wait, why isn't this working as expected? So everything is inside. Why isn't this working? Oh, wait. Yeah, no, wait. Yeah, it has to do with our scrolling frame. I think that the scrolling frame has to be visible. So that was the actual default setting of the scrolling frame, and now it should work, yeah. Okay. As you can see, I'm able to change. And when I reset, then I should spawn inside of Itachi's appearance. And yeah. Okay. So there's actually one thing we should take care of when it comes to changing the character. And this has to do with making the character load right away, okay? Otherwise, you would have, or you would signalize the game that you have already swapped the character, but you still walk around in your previous character's appearance. Okay, so that was the issue which was just illustrated, guys, and we need to take care of it. So it cannot be the case that you have to reset every time when you want to change the appearance of your character. Therefore, we need to find a method or a way to change the character's appearance once you have clicked on that button. And the answer to this problem is the following thing. So there is this thing called, or at least I think that there is this thing. Wait, I just need to see if this really is a thing. Character load, I think. Was it character load? Load character, yeah. Yeah, so there is a function which forces your character to respawn, aka load your character. And that's the way to do it. So you take your player, or you refer to your player, and then apply this function. So those colons with load character, and then those two brackets. So that's the way to do it, at least I hope so, but we'll see. So we are now walking around as Luffy, and when I hit Itachi, then we should respawn in Itachi's appearance. And there we go. Now the same thing should happen when I do it for Luffy, and it does. And yeah, there we go. So that's Itachi once again. And yeah, okay. So that's the way on how you do it, or you take care of this problem which I've just described. Okay, the next thing has to do with the moves. So I have moved this Luffy local script inside of our starter pack just to experiment around, just to make the development a lot more easier. But now time has come to move it back inside of, yeah, this folder, so where it actually belongs into. So let me copy the content of this local script and put it inside of here. And let me get rid of this local script, because there's no reason for this local script to be active. And now we need to copy this thing or duplicate it and call it Itachi, because we are now, or at least in the next episodes, so we are going to deal with Itachi's moveset. Alright. But before we actually start with Itachi, there is one more thing I would like to take care of. And let me go and serve the server, or the server script, to tell you about the problem I fear. So I'm not sure if we already have took care of it, but I can imagine that when you start the game or when a certain match starts, that the inventory button on the left hand side is still active, means within a fight you're able to click on your character's inventory and then just swap your character within the game, which makes you respawn outside the map, but you're still counted as an active member within the match. Means you are out of distance from your enemies. Means you cannot be harmed or anything, but you are still being counted as a match member. Okay, which is a guarantee for you to win. And we of course need to disable the button or make it invisible once the match has begun, and make it visible again after the match has ended. Okay, get ready, match begins in 10 seconds. Okay. So where is it? Yeah, inventory. So let's... No, wait, let's... Where is it? Yeah, the server remote event right here. So let's fire client this remote event. So remote server. Fire client. Match GUIs. And yeah, so let me explain what a fire client does. So if you are a beginner when it comes to scripting, then you should know about filtering enabled and fire server and such, because if you don't, then you have a huge problem, because fire server is very important when it comes to, yeah, client and server communication. So if you do not know about filtering enabled, then go ahead and watch a tutorial about it, because I'm now going to explain fire client, and in order to understand that, certain knowledge is needed. Okay, so what does fire client do? Fire client is the exact opposite of fire server. So when you, or in the case of fire server, we speak of client to server communication, but in this case, when it comes to fire client, we speak of server to client communication, and this can be done by using fire client, which is only dedicated to one certain player, or you can also do fire all clients, which, yeah, passes information in shape of arguments to all clients, right? Seems logical. Yeah, but we can either do it this way. So just add this up here and then get rid of this part, or we can get rid of this one and just remove this all, because we are within the loop and can just easily, yeah, add this variable inside, which just represents all of the players. But wait, game players name, yeah. So that's actually the reference we need to do. So if we go with this method, then the first argument has to be the player, okay? So do not forget about it, and you need to refer to the player, okay? So game players, in this case, v.name, because the v or v is an instance inside of this folder, which just represents a certain player. Okay, and the second argument can be whatever you want it to be. So it's actually the same thing with our fire service. So I like the second argument to be some kind of task. Okay, in this case, match GUI. So it has to do. So the task has to do with an upcoming match and its GUIs. Okay, so with that being said, let's copy this first line, because this one refers to the remote event, and we can now add it inside of here as a second line, so inside of this local script. And we can now do the following. So remote server on client event connect function, and this one is basically the same as on server event, just for higher client events. And the first argument right here is not the player. It is actually your second argument. Means, where is it? Come on, where is it? Guys, where's the script? Means this one, okay? Oh, well, where's the script? Yeah, there we go. Val. Okay, val2 is not needed in this case. So if val is match GUIs, did I spell it that way? Let's see. Yeah. So if the task is to deal with the match GUIs, then we want to do the following. So we want to get rid of the inventory first of all. So script parent inventory visible faults. And I've just actually thought about it, so we will probably need a third argument which determines whether the GUI should be turned on or off. So in this case, they are supposed to be turned off. Not true means false. So if val is match GUIs, if val2 means either true or false, means turned on or off. So if val2 is false, then the inventory or the inventory's visibility is being set to false, and else determines the second case or any other case which is only true. Okay, so when it comes to booleans, you only have two options, either false or true, and else just describes any other possible case apart from false, also apart from the case we have defined up here. And since booleans only have two cases, we directly refer to the other case, which is val2 double equals true. And if that's the case, then we want to turn this visibility back on. And that will happen when it comes to, yeah, the selection of those winners. But as you can see, the characters are respawning down here. Therefore, I don't think that we will need the second case, because when you respawn the characters, then the GUIs are being loaded automatically as well. So reloaded. That was the term I was looking for. Okay, and it should work now. Alright guys, so that's it with the video. If you have enjoyed it, then please leave a like, subscribe, share this video to all of your friends. Like this video, give a feedback in the comment section, and take care. See you in the next video.